Welcome back to the channel, great lords and ladies of the realm. How's everybody doing today? You're watching episode 36 of Bohemian Rhapsody, and we are continuing an excellent campaign. I've been having so much fun, especially with our current ruler, but we're coming to the time where I think we're gonna lose him. I think we're gonna lose Freddy soon, so I need to be prepared for things, and that's what I'm gonna kind of spend this episode doing, is just preparing for when our next ruler takes the throne. So things like saving money and getting conquests that we want out of the way. So there's going to be a lot of rushing in the beginning here, which is kind of why I'm getting into this very quickly. We're jumping right in. I'm just going to unpause right now. We have to get things done. I have some things in the works. I have a claim that I'm fabricating because I want to finish a duchy that we haven't completed yet. This Duchy of Holstein. I want to complete this duchy before Freddy dies. And I also want to finish some construction that we're doing. So there's things that we're working for, and I'm wasting no time getting into this. Oh wow, we just lost a whole bunch of people. I just got a really crappy realm priest. We're going to murder him. I'm not even going to second guess myself. We are absolutely murdering this guy. He only has 6 learning. We're going to become a murderer in our old age. Because we need to set our son up with a really good realm priest. My vassal, Mayor Dietrich, accosts me. Well met, liege. I've heard tell of your patronage of Viola the metalsmith. They say she's forging a crown worthy of an emperor. Please take this and give it to her. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid in the creation of a masterpiece. So we really want this crown to turn out well. I could use a new crown, an illustrious one. And crowns are really powerful depending on what modifiers they give you. So let's try to make this crown as amazing as possible. This suit of armor that I'm forging as well, we want to keep an eye on that. And we want to make sure that's as good as possible too. So we're just going to wait for this claim to finish and let kind of time go by. Krakow is all done. A vassal to remember. Who do you want to dedicate our crown to? Getting these opinion gains so late in my life is kind of useless, so let's just do it for myself. Let's do it to myself. Here we go, the moment of truth. An extravagant crown of masterful craftsmanship. The crown is forged from gold and adorned with intricate filigree that frames a large sapphire centerpiece. Courtier and guest opinion, prestige 0.3, glory hound vassal tax contribution plus 4%, parochial vassal opinion plus 8. Let's compare it to our I think it's a little bit better. It's not great. Some of these modifiers are a little bit too specific for me, like this Glory Hound Vassal Tax Contribution plus 4%. It's so specific that I don't really like it, but at least it's something. It's better than the one we have now. This one's Parochial Vassal plus 3%. This is Glory Hound Vassal plus 4%. It's just 1%. But I do get more prestige, which is really good. I'm losing my short reign duration, and I'm trading it for courtier and guest opinion plus 16. And this parochial vassal opinion bonus is going up by 3. So it is better. It's not amazing, but it is better. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hopefully this armor turns out better. A wide variety of venomous critters greets me at a merchant stall, and I am struck by inspiration. Wouldn't one of these exquisite creatures be the perfect gift for Domoslav? This fat guy? Yes. We've become a murderous bastard in our old age. Uh-oh. The merchant placed the snake in a woven basket with no questions asked. On my way home, I opened the lid, but to my surprise, I find it empty. Look, Mom, look! That man is balancing a creature on his head. A delighted voice rings out from behind me. As I turn around, I see that a crowd has gathered. It's on me? I lost the creature, but at least I didn't lose my life. Come on, Freddy! Come on, you better not screw this murder up. I got Teddy married off between the episodes, and now he's already starting to have grandchildren, which is really, really good. That's really good. That reminds me, I have to get my son married as well. If my current ruler, if my current ruler, Emperor Freddy, doesn't die by the time Freddy Jr. is 40, we'll get him married off. That's the time limit I'm giving myself. 40 years old, and he gets married off no matter what. Domoslav's trusting nature has made it easier than expected for Auli to ingratiate herself with the unlanded. As Auli offers advice, he is more likely to listen than not. Scheme power increases and the success chance? Yes. Inspiration realized. While the chain links do not offer room for decoration, the masterful work on the riveting sets this piece apart from common mail. The set includes a nasal helmet and a mail coif padded with samite. The lowermost links are made out of decorative gold, lining the whole armor. Prowess plus 13, friendly, fatal casualties minus 12%. I'm losing the prestige from this armor, and I'm trading Glory Hound Vassal Levy Contribution for friendly fatal casualties minus 12%. But the prowess is better by 2. To be fair, we're at the point where all of our armor is going to be illustrious, and we're just kind of picking nits every time we get a new set. But I guess technically it is a little bit better. We're just losing one modifier. We're losing a little bit of prestige. And prestige isn't a problem, so let's trade. I'll put on my new armor, and I'll give my old armor to a knight. Ferenc, let's give him armor. Or Ferenc, however you want to say it. Whoever he is, he's getting his boost. 33 prowess now. Just over halfway done with our claim. A meal to die for. Here we go. My agents have prepared for weeks. The cook has been bribed to look the other way. The poison has been acquired, and the duck was gifted to Domoslav alone. It will be rubbed with the poison, and the bed of herbs will mask the smell as it is served. The deadly bitterness will be the last thing my target ever tastes. Bon appetit! And he's dead. So we are finally a murderer, but it's just a secret. And we got a really good realm priest. He's young, and he's got 19 learning. I think that murder was worth it. So I'm happy we did it. And I'm glad we didn't have to murder another one. I'm gonna make him my High Almoner. I need to replace my antiquarian as well. Everything else is good. Let's keep on rolling. Still waiting for this claim. We're going to be fighting Angria, and they have an alliance with Galyid, the Galyid Kingdom, and they're not that strong. They've only got 6,000 men, so... And I also intend on calling in Lithuania, who's our ally. So it's going to be Angria and Galyid versus me and Lithuania. I'm tutoring my grandson, and he was beaten. Uh-oh. He wants to be paranoid. Okay. I didn't want to have a mental break. We're going to try to relieve some stress. I can't. 2 years until I can do one of these. Come on, Jester, get to doing your job. I need some laughs right now. I don't want to stress out. Speaking of stressing out, we got some grovelers. Let's do it before this war. Let's listen to grovelers right now. Don't worry, Freddy. We're running out of groveling sessions for you to have to do, so take comfort in that at least. My ally, the once mighty Arunas, arrives unannounced before my throne, now covered in filth and manure. The flatulent toad, my former heir, Grand Duke Narimantas, has ousted me from my realm and seized my titles. I have fled here in fear for my life. He kneels before me. Unless a man as dreadful as yourself gives me a roof to live under, I'll soon be rotting in a ditch. Please, if you have any heart, grant me sanctuary. He's the king of Lithuania? Does that just affect my alliance? My alliance just ended. But we could propose a new one. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay. This is an act of tyranny if I do this. I'm gonna have a mental break. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do an act of tyranny. We're not gonna keep him around. I'm gonna tell him to get out as soon as we do this. I think we'll be okay because we can relieve that stress. We have a reclusive trait, so we should be able to relieve that stress. I'm not concerned about it. My vassal, Duchess Katerina, stands before me, a concerned expression on her face. My lord, I come on behalf of my daughter Berta. She's been ignobly imprisoned by Duke Bohuz of Gilland for trivial and preposterous reasons. My heart bleeds for the miserable conditions which my poor daughter must endure. Please show her mercy and order her to be released. My nephew and spy master will lose some opinion of me if I let her go. If I have to bribe him to get his opinion back up, I'll do that. I'm gonna set her free. I just got a weak hook on a duchess. And I can modify her contract, so excellent. It wasn't a complete loss. And my spy master still loves me, even though he's angry. We're okay. And for this one, we're going to do crop sharing. That's my normal one. Let's just do that one. I have a chance to become a journaler. I have another stress relieving opportunity because I'm a scholar. Let's get the trait journaler. This gives me another way to relieve stress and improves my stress loss. Let's write some stuff down. My diplomacy suffers by 2 for a year. That's okay. There we go. I guess that mental break kind of worked out for us. We got another stress relieving trait. And we got our alliance back with Lithuania. Just in time for this war. Okay, so things are kind of working out. This game is making me a little worried, this episode. Like, we lost that alliance, but I'm so glad we were able to get it back. There's our claim. Let's declare war against Angria. And let's finish this war as quickly as we can. Running out of time. Let's get our next stewardship perk. I don't need to call anybody else in. I think Lithuania should be enough. Honestly, we could probably win this by ourselves, but I'm not taking any risks. Let's get an ally to help us. Here comes Lithuania. They got here pretty quickly. That makes me happy. Let's get this battle going. This will be easy. We just got our Dynasty Legacy. Now, I was recommended by one of my commenters, and I thought about it, and I think it's a good idea. I was recommended to go down the kin line, because when you get to close bonds, I can create House Paragon accolades, and that gives me the Liege modifier of monthly renown plus 15%, so it'll make going down my Dynasty Legacy trees quicker. So I think we're going to work for that. And we're actually going to finish the entire tree, because graceful aging at the end is really nice. No prowess loss from age, and increase skills with age. So we're going to get this entire tree, and then my next legacy tree that we're going to work down is the glory line. Get all of these. I really like righteousness at the end here. General opinion plus 10. So everybody gains a permanent plus 10 opinion bonus to if I get that. So that's what we're going to do. So we got a long-term Dynasty Legacy goal. So no more guessing about that. My daughter just gave birth to an amazing grandson. A genius. That makes me very happy. Let's get this money from him. This is the guy that I said I was going to tell to get out. Depending on who hates me, all of their close family members. That's funny. His son usurped his throne. He can just die here. I don't care. How's he feeling? He's feeling fine, but he's getting up there in age. He can just die in my court. He can live out the rest of his life in my court. At least as far as Freddy the First here is concerned, maybe we might have to do something about it when Junior here takes the throne, because maybe that guy won't like Junior. You never know. So, for now, he's allowed to stay in my court. My OCD is causing me to check everything again. I just don't want to miss anything. We're okay. I just made a friend with one of my, my wards. My level of splendor just went up. We are now glorious. Dynasty Mercury is now glorious. Our Realm Priest got that claim very quickly. So not only are we going to get this holding here and finish the Duchy of Holstein, I believe I'm also going to work for this duchy here, the Duchy of Ostfalen. I think if we get this duchy, not only will we control both sides of the Elbe River, it'll make my realm a little bit better looking. I don't like how it looks, how Angry is kind of sticking into my realm and our borders are kind of nasty looking. I think once we get this Duchy of Ostfalen, that'll give us a nice solid border right here. And my realm will look a little bit better. So, I'm going to keep fabricating claims against Angria. We're probably not going to be able to use them, unfortunately, because Freddy's going to die, but let's keep our Realm Priest busy. He's now 20 learning. Our council is really good. What's happening? Each day it seems my court is abuzz with talk of the next banquet, and many have grown rather more portly as of late. The culinary activity is fueled by Audra, Rose, and Arunas's constant vying to demand the most memorable meal from my overworked cooks. Today it is my courtier Rose who drools. My liege, tonight I am having the kitchens prepare the richest sauce known to man, served with a 10-bird roast, which makes me hungry every time I read that. Licking her lips hungrily. Patriarch Derzislav sighs disapprovingly. These fleeting pleasures are nothing compared to God's grace. Let's say I can't wait. Let's enjoy ourselves. Freddy's getting old. Let's let him enjoy himself in his old age. I can't wait for that 10-bird roast. Feed Freddy. He's getting a little skinny. Ooh, I'm noticing. Let's go try to stop them. They're really making me work for this. I'm targeting the very weak holdings first. The ones with, like, no defenses. Some of these castles are pretty tough, so we'll avoid them. We'll keep fighting battles. And we'll just keep taking things with this army here. There we go. So we finished the Duchy of Holstein. This piece is completely inconsequential. We're just going to give this away to somebody, and then we're going to grant the duke that already exists. We'll grant him his vassal. So that takes care of that. We have to wait 5 years to fight them again, but I guess in the meantime we can maybe fight Great Moravia. Our truce with them is over. So I suppose we could keep fighting them. I do want to finish this Duchy of Nitra here. So we can keep fighting, I guess. Might as well keep conquering things until we die. We've got the money for it. So let's let our army recuperate a little bit, and then we'll fight Great Moravia. I'm being called to war. Lithuania is calling me to war, a civil war. I'll accept. I'm just gonna wait a second. My army still needs a rest. Let's give them that at least. Let's let our men be with their families and be with their wives, just for a little bit. Lithuania can hold out until I get there. We're starting to ail now. We do have the Know Thyself perk, so the game will warn us. So we'll get a 1-year warning. But the time has come. It's time for Freddy to say goodbye. My grandson education is over, and now he's Midas touched. What's my dread like? As long as I don't take any stress when I just release people, and I don't have any dread to lose, so I'm just going to let this guy go. He won't take a hook. Normally, I execute those people, but if I execute him, I'm going to go over my stress. He's not worth it. Let's just let him go. I can ask my head of faith for gold. I haven't done it in so long, and I'm trying to save money for my son. So I'm actually going to take this money from the Pope. I'm going to get 2,200 gold. I think I deserve it. I haven't done that in so long. It's going for our son's... It's going towards our son's future. So Teddy just had another grandchild. Excellent. That reminds me. Freddy is almost 40. I want to get him married off soon. 40 at the latest. That's my cutoff. That's my arbitrary cutoff for him. We don't want to wait too long for him to start having children, so we'll get him married at 40. And 40 is a nice age gap between him and his heirs. That's a really nice age gap. Another inspiration. Please want to make a throne. He wants to weave a geometric tapestry. This guy with this funny hat on. He's disloyal. I don't like him. I'm gonna ask him to leave, actually. I don't want him here. I wasn't gonna sponsor his thing anyway. So, interesting. I have the opportunity to get a claim on the Duchy of Ostfalen, which will help me to get all of Ostfalen in one single war. But the only thing is I'm not going to have a choice of the person that's here. So all I'll be doing if I claim the duchy, if I claim the duchy title, the only thing that's going to happen at the end of the war is this guy's going to become my vassal. The duke that already is there. I'm not going to get to decide who's there. I guess he's not bad. I'm going to do it. One of the very rare occasions where I actually do that. We're going to fight for the duchy, and we're just going to take all the entire duchy at once. That is my decision, and I'm sticking with it. My granddaughter wants to be just. Good girl. She's a genius after all. Another grandchild, another genius. Let's help Lithuania now. Let's win this war for them. The castles up here are very underdeveloped, so sieges will not take long. Let's make my son Teddy my court tutor. Or no, let's make my daughter my court tutor. I'll make Teddy my seneschal. Just gonna sell this before it decays. We're at 54% war score, so we're doing well. One of my prisoners escaped. We just won it. We just won it for them. You're welcome, Lithuania. I won't forget. Or you better not forget. We're burying the hatchet with one of our rivals. So, you're welcome, Lithuania. Ooh, finally! Some of my viewers will be happy about this. Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse, and their routes are fraught with danger. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, His Holiness Pope Martinus has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. Christian faiths now have access to Crusades. So here we go, it's about time. 1095 is how long it took to finally get Crusades going. Interesting. Inspiration. Another one. He's considered legendary, so I'm gonna do it. I will always sponsor things if the guy is legendary and I have the money for it. I would be a fool to turn him down. So we will absolutely sponsor it. Anything that we can get sponsored before Freddy dies, the better. Somebody's trying to kill me now. I hope it's not my son. We're gonna hire another bodyguard. We're gonna hire a food taster and a cupbearer as well. Just extra layers of protection. We just got avaricious. Let's see, how much money are we making now? 312? 332. And I think we're just going to stay in the stewardship lifestyle, in the wealth focus until the end of our life, and we'll just finish the administrator, or we'll just go down the administrator tree while we wait to die. I want to make as much money as possible. I know I have a ridiculous amount already, but I would really... The more that I have for when my son takes the throne, the better. There's no downside to having a lot of gold. Who do we want to dedicate this tapestry to? Of course, to myself. We're gonna fight Great Moravia now. They grabbed a weak alliance. Not concerned. They have an alliance with the Kingdom of Novgorod, which is like the weakest kingdom I've ever seen. They only have 646 men. So this should be a cakewalk. So we're going to fight Great Moravia, and we're going to keep working for the Duchy of Nitra. We're actually going to take the Duchy capital. We're going to take that next. How long until we get our next dynasty, or excuse me, next innovation? 2 years until we get Divine Right, and then we'll be able to fight Great Moravia and take all of the pieces that we have claims for. So if we just wait 2 years, we can get even more out of it. I'm doing it. And we're gonna see if we time this well enough to where this claim is done in 2 years. We'll get our cultural fascination, and then we'll be able to take everything that we've got so far. Freddy just has to survive long enough for it to happen. My opulent court is resented and celebrated the world over. All wish they could match and enjoy its splendor, and with that come the admirers. Today, Veles is ushered in and introduced as representing a small Binlina Catholic Church in Litomeris. Oh, superb Emperor. My friends and I hear of a wondrous tapestry being made for you and wish to donate to your weaver. It would deeply honor us, Your Majesty. We have saved for months. Of course. Thank you. In a dusty corner of the library, I find a tome, bound in leather and inscribed with weird symbols, partially hidden behind other books. It is old, but it has obviously seen some recent use. As I leaf through it, I quickly come to the realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. I think any knowledge is good knowledge. Let's get focused reading for 5 years. Let's improve our learning. Let's get our learning up to 45. Incredible. What a life Freddy has lived so far. I'm just hope I'm not cutting this too close because I really want to wait for this fascination to finish. Which is a really good innovation. It's a really good one. Look how many different things it covers. It covers how many claims I can fight for, gives me some piety, gives me short reign duration minus 10%. Zealot vassals are more common. It's a really good innovation. My spymaster has come to me with the discovery. He is certain that my courtier Mahat is scheming against my knight. Oh, I thought we were going to discover the one that's trying to kill me. My son is coming and bending the knee. Thank you. That's a good boy. I'm gonna try sending this guy a poem first. There we go. I was thinking about bribing him, but I thought the poem would be enough, and I was right. A large velvet tapestry of masterful craftsmanship. The cloth depicts serene scenes of everyday life in the fields throughout the year. Some folks sow a field, others plow, and others reap the harvest. Renown plus 0.14. Dynasty opinion plus 10. Court grandeur plus 5. Renown 0.16. So the one I've got up is better. The one I have up is already better. Oh, some stress relief. Thank you, Jester. Oh no, seems I'm falling over again. My Jester Rose exclaims with a comical tone, pratfalling into my magnificent spear. She's taking her life into her own hands here. She's knocking into my spear. I'm so clumsy. I surely hope I can stay upright this time. She pratfalls into my spear again. She giggles, plummeting dangerously close to my spear. Stop messing around with my spear, lady. Well, whatever she's doing, it's stress relieving, so let's hope she doesn't get herself killed. It's my nephew. My nephew. Oh, no. It's Count Walram the Noble. This is a foreign ruler. This was the rival that we buried the hatchet with. Apparently he's still got a grudge. He's still trying to kill me. Well, it completely failed. Loser. I don't have time to retaliate. I don't care. Somebody wants me to become a witch at 74. It's a little late for this. As I open my eyes in the dark, I am immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? We're not going to become a witch, Freddy. We're going to take a little bit of stress because we're ambitious, but that's okay. There's no point. There's no point to becoming a witch right now. How much longer? I keep getting tempted to declare war, but we're still waiting. 10 months. Let's go to speed 5. Now my granddaughter wants to be generous, so just and generous. She's turning out good. I just inherited something. I had inherited one of my counties from one of my counts. Okay, we'll just give it away to somebody again. Wow, he's pretty good. Aside from his lustful trait, he's pretty good. He's a good vassal. He's young. He's got good stewardship. I approve. RNG was really nice to us right there. Come on, innovation. Let's go. Somebody killed my daughter. She died in childbirth. I'm stressing out about it. This really sucks. She was giving me some really good children. At least she gave my son-in-law... At least she gave my son-in-law a son who's pretty good. She didn't deserve this. That sucks. I wanted her to give me a whole bunch of grandchildren. I need to get this guy remarried. We're gonna find him somebody else with inheritable traits. Somebody with at least intelligent, so we can have their children be geniuses. Perfect. Freddy's 40, we're getting him married too. I don't need to do this. I could continue to do the incest is wincest stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, their children would probably be superheroes because they'd be reinforcing each other's traits. The only downside is that I would be waiting for them to get married. And it's a little weird because it's my granddaughter. But she's turning out well with her personality. And she's my ward, so I'm guaranteeing that she's going to have a good education. So this is kind of weird, but I'm thinking about it, guys. I'm really thinking about it. The only thing is I have to wait 4 years, and then Freddy's going to be 44, or he's going to be 45 by the time she gets of age, and I'd be really cutting it close with timing here. I'm sitting here in silence because I'm really genuinely thinking about this. They are going to reinforce each other's traits, every single one. And their children are guaranteed to be geniuses. And their children are pretty much guaranteed to be Herculean as well. I think I'd be a fool to turn this down. I think I can deal with the fact that he's going to be 45 by the time they get married. But it is kind of weird because this is my granddaughter and this is his niece. And I kind of feel bad for her. She's going to be there's a big age difference between them. I don't know why I'm thinking about this so hard. It's kind of obvious. But there is a risk of their children being inbred, but we don't really have to worry about that. Once he takes the throne, we are going to get strengthened bloodline. All these windows open. We're going to get strengthened bloodline for him. So he's going to get everybody in our dynasty is going to get a small health boost. The chance of inheriting good congenital traits plus 40%. Chance of new good congenital traits plus 400%. So when he takes the throne and we drop this, maybe they're gonna have really good children. I'm doing it, guys. It's kind of weird and it's kind of gross, but I'm doing it. We're betrothing our son Freddy to our granddaughter. I don't need to guarantee the chances of them accepting, but do we want to do a grand wedding? Let's do it. So when they get married, it'll be a grand wedding. There we go. We decided our son's future wife. Which is kind of weird and gross, but we're doing it. We're just gonna spam all these stress-relieving things. There we go. That takes care of that. I'm being called to war again by Lithuania. Get your shit together, man. He's fighting another one of his dukes. I guess the sooner we get involved, the sooner it ends. So let's just do it. Grovelers again? Let's end this war first, and then I'll deal with them. We have another rival? I didn't realize we had another one. There we go. We got our divine right inspiration done. That's going to be the next thing that we do. So we're going to end this war for our ally and win this war for him. We're not going to make it in time to save him from this battle, which kind of sucks. But we'll finish this war, listen to Grovelers, fight this next war with Great Moravia, and that's how we'll end it. That'll be a good way to end it. With a big chunk of conquest. Oh no, my ally did win that battle. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't. We need to choose our next fascination. I'm going to do Men-at-Arms. Let's increase the power of our army. One of my viewers wants me to invest in heavy cavalry or just cavalry, and I'm totally down to do that, so... No really good spy masters for my powerful vassals. Fragment of the true cross, you don't say. Break it. I could gift these to people, but I kind of don't care. No, whoops, no, I didn't want to do that. Ooh, we have some independent powers that just declared their independence. We can just grab these two. I don't have claims for their land at all. So now we can take all of this from Great Moravia when we fight them. Let's get these claims on. Oh, I do have a claim against this guy. It's just that my armies are raised. This is the claim we need. Actually, let's get the other piece of this. Now that we can declare wars for multiple pieces, when we fight Liptov, we'll be able to take both of these. My allies' war is over. Hurry up! I got my own war to fight. There we go, thank you. Now stop fighting civil wars, Lithuania. I've got my own things to focus on now, so can you leave me alone for a little bit? The pageantry of court continues day after day from dawn to dusk. Eorsenbert extemporizes on my greatness, sprouting platitudes and praises. Nearby Duke Kuna joins in, playing to the crowd, grinning stupidly and expecting a sign of my favor for his antics. A deep, insistent desire to retire to the solace of my chambers and lock the door slowly builds. Gnawing at my mind and distracting my attention, a lone bead of sweat trickles interminably down my brow. Eorsenbert notices my distance, inquiring, "Are you all right, my lord?" with almost genuine concern. We're getting very distracted. We're very distracted, and we're taking stress because of it. At least we didn't have a mental break. Let's listen to Groveler since we're already in the screen. And then we can declare our war. My lord, begins my vassal Count Dobermill, looking very contrite. The last period has been really tough on my domain. Extra expenses were required on every front, and my coffers are sadly empty. He's asking for money. For 450 gold, we get a hook on him. Sure. Oh, munificent Emperor Freddy. I'm Senzi, and I have traveled far to ask for your aid in righting a great injustice. She wants me to press a claim, I'm guessing? King Humbert of Galicia Volhynia currently sits on the throne, but I am the true and rightful ruler. She wants me to press her claim on the Kingdom of Hungary. That's a little bit too much for me right now, to fight for somebody's claim on a kingdom. She can stick around in my court, I don't care. The man who approaches my throne is clearly a commoner. My lord, he begins his speech, I represent the local community of Prague. In the last few months, our cemeteries have been plagued with the disappearance of bodies. All had been dug up and left no trace. At first, we feared wild animals or obscure powers at work, but then your own court physician, Audra, was caught red-handed hauling the dead away for her experiments. So I have a one-strike policy with my physicians when they dig up bodies. This woman hasn't done this before, so she gets a slap on the wrist. And she's 69 years old, so she's probably not going to live long enough to do this again. So we'll just give her a slap on the wrist. So we just hit an hour, and I'm thinking about something very quickly. Do I want to get this conquest right now? The only thing is I think it's going to take a while, and my son might get married in the meantime. And I don't want to have to go through a grand wedding. It's going to take a long time, so... I think we can win this war with Great Moravia before that marriage happens. I'm willing to bet. So let's fight this war. For all of my claims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lithuania, come and help me out. And we'll call Italy in too. I have so much prestige, I might as well use it. My granddaughter, she wants to be deceitful, and she's betrothed to my son. We're gonna have her be calm. We're gonna take this stress in order to make her calm. That'll make her a good wife. We definitely don't want her to be deceitful or vengeful. There we go. We're at stress level 1, and that's okay. I don't think Great Moravia called anybody in to help them. An influx of serfs has arrived in the county of Dessau from the neighboring county of Magdeburg. They claim to be fleeing from the abusive rule of my vassal Count Jetrick, and that they wish to live in my domain instead of his. Legally speaking, they are still in bondage to Jetrick, but if I let them settle in my lands, it would be almost impossible for him to prove that they are actually his serfs. Graciously return them to him. Which I think I'm going to do. There's no downsides to that one. I'm going to do that. But I lost another physician. See, I told you she was going to die soon, so... Let's search for another one. Got 3 choices. Yep, she's the best one. Two more years until he gets married. I'm trying to end this before that happens, because we're going to have a grand wedding. And then we can open up the next episode with that. That'll be a good way to open it. There we go, nice and easy, and we got a nice big piece. 5 holdings. So then there's a nice big piece of conquest. There we go. That's always very satisfying to see happen. Getting a bunch of land. Now we're gonna end it here, and I will manage this in the realm. I will manage this myself during the realm management portion between the episodes. And I don't mind doing that. I will take care of that myself, but we grew a little bit. We are nearing the end of Freddy's life. We still haven't gotten the warning. We finally got our son betrothed to our granddaughter, which is... Look, I admit, it's gross, but whatever. We are definitely going to have children with her, because she's going to have basically her entire adult life to give us children. And Freddy is still relatively young. He's not an old man yet, so he has plenty of time to have children and do all that stuff. So we have another ruler to look forward to taking control of, probably in the next episode. We're going to say goodbye to our current ruler, and I guess until he dies, we'll just keep getting the conquests that we can get. But I'm sure Great Moravia didn't like that. Their capital is now cut off from the rest of their realm. So very interesting episode. We got some good items, some interesting things happened, arranged some important marriages. We are rolling in money, so our next ruler, or Freddy Jr., is going to be set when it comes to money. And that takes care of prisoners. Let's get that spam out of the way. We could even fight Angria and get this piece. That's going to be the next thing that we're going to do. I could even do it right now, but I don't want to risk this grand wedding happening. It sounds like I'm not excited for the wedding, but I am. I just don't want it to happen now because we're trying to wrap it up. And just to prevent myself from being tempted to keep playing, we are going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, lords and ladies, that is going to end it for episode 36. Hope you guys enjoyed. We got some more conquests, got a lot of important things done, and we have more to look forward to in the next one. If you like this video, hit that like button down at the bottom. If you would like to become a subscriber to the channel and become an awesome lord or lady, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Become an awesome lord or lady, join us for future episodes of Bohemian Rhapsody, and have some fun with us. Come and join us for new episodes, you know you want to. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys in episode 37, but until then, have a good one, guys.